Ready? Cougar 19. Ready? Set! Ready, ready! Ready, ready! Set! Go! Down! Hut, hut. Here we go, here we go! Hut. Let's go! Ready? Set it! Let go! Come on, set! Ready? Ready? Set it! Here we go, set! Ready, ready? Let's go now. Go. Ready? 60 bison, 60 bison. Hut, hut.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets. On the visitor sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guy's been on a 2-game slide since winning their opener a few weeks back. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go again here with Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Jones. Open man is Tucker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of BYU.
And talk about someone who has absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has a cannon. And this coaching staff, they're not going to be afraid, even in his rookie year, to let him air it out downfield and find out what he absolutely can do.
Tackle made by Tyree Wilson. 2nd down and 6 now.
Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Overstreet. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 1. Let's go.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Jets at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Paul want to give up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
It's caught on the right side of Smith. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Back to throw. Overstreet. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
On the double. Coconut Cowboy 80. Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Overstreet. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg. Jones. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Let's go.
Now a give. Akers running left. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
That is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they'll go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Raiders have got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
.154 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them in the field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Caught by Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Overstreet. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Overstreet. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
29-yard
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cut off, ready.
Ball again on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc, because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Overstreet. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Jones throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And some room to run now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
The 13-yard line.
Paul again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Here's a give to Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Overstreet. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll start with the option.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is third and quite a ways. Jones looking around. That's caught by Tucker.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me.
Set up. 70 Timberwolves. Go. Down. Let go. Come on, come on. Ready? Ready, ready? Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready? Set. Ready? Here we go, here we go. Cowboy. Here we go, shot. Ready? Ready, ready, go. Let's go, let's go. Set. Put. Shut up. Ready, ready? Shut up. Cougar 19. Ready? Down. Bronco 80. Hut, hut. Ready? Let's Cowboy 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go. Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Hut, hut. Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves. Set. 60 Eagles. Set up.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
Still first down.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get about 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready? Hut.
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Check, Panther. Let's go now. Go.
They give to Hall. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and inches.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Right back to Solman. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1.
Check six.
Here's Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Injured player on the field. He's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. From the gun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Okay, break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Check white.
Here's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 4th down.
Quick, yellow.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So, Matt LaFleur will send out the field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. His kick is perfect. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field.
Get up, roll. Ready,
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
There's a short one caught by Taylor. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field.
Oh, big hole, left side. And he will go all the way. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The Jets offense ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The man in motion is Watson. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. It is 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Love. Pass, pop, it's Golden. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Throwing is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Check White.
Love. That's pulled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
Now Love. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed Touchdown, Green Bay. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
His kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Jets offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's complete. Calvin Austin. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, shot.
They'll look to throw yet again. And it's caught aside by Taylor. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
In 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Go play action with Love. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Love to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Check pink.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing. and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Yellow.
Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but there is a flag down in the backfield. That might get him half the distance closer.
Check right.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up first and goal. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Cut.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Browning on to kick this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Throw here downfield will fall incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They gained 18 yards on that one, and the Jets have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he will score. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
Come on,
line.
38.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught by Golden, right side.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He's got him in. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch out now.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. That was very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are doing.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Jets. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Come on, come on.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This field end at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Blue check, black, 95.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Check right.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Second down, they need 3. They'll drop the throw to the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10.
They'll run it straight ahead. Jacobs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Check pink. Ready?
Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
And the Packers first down.
Black one.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Love will take a knee. That ought to do it. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it is
Shut up. Nice. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. Ready. Let's go. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Viking 18. Set. Here we go, set. Ready. Let's go. Go. Let's go now. Ready. Set. Down. Let's go. Ready. Ready, ready. Shut up. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Go. Come on, set. Bronco 80. Let's go. Set. Hawk 70. Here we go, set. Panther 60. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready? Let's go now. 60 by 6. Shut up. 60 Eagles. Timber. Ready? Let's go. Set. Go. Ready. Ready. Let's go now. Let's go. Down. Cougar 19. Ready, ready. Set. Set. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Ready. Come on, come on. Set. Here we go. Set. Go. Set up. Ready. Ready. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, ready. Set. 60 by 6. Set. Ready. Let's go now. Ready. Down. Set. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Set. Ready. Let's go. Set up. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Set up. Come on, come on. Here we go. Shot. Ready. Ready. Let's go. Go. Tag. Viking 18. Let's go now. 70 Timber. Ready. Bronco 80. Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Sugar 19. Ready? 19, charge. Ready.
A live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good one in store here. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets.
26, New York Jets.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And away we go from East Rutherford. Calvin Austin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
It's take the field coming off of a bye week. You really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Okay, it's Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to get this one in the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route went away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
They go right back to Hall. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They give on second to Hall. And he is down to the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now looking to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hall running between the tackles. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They go play action on 1st down. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Ready?
This is Allen on the give. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here comes Malik Washington. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. 2nd down now. They need 7.
The 27-yard line.
Shotgun. Handoff to McCaffrey. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. Again, he hits the 2nd level. And he gets this one down to the 27. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, now the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, Purdy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to a good play, into a great play.
So they'll be facing second and goal coming up as we reach the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. He keeps the option on second and goal. He runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Check. 60, 30.
This is Allen on second. And he will get this inside the 30.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
It's out on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Paul takes it straight ahead. Running in the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Grace Hall with the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 7.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You find through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Right back to Ayuk it goes. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the gun is Purdy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Purdy on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Looking out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the...
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring out fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on fourth down. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Jets and Breece Hall, that's set to go on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets looking down a very long field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They had it a little further up, past their own 30. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Here's Purdy to throw. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a big foot on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's calling his own number again. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Took off with it again. And that's going to be good for a first down from Purdy as he gives himself up to avoid the hit. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Finds the in route complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. And that's going to be good for a first down from Purdy as he gives himself up to avoid the hit. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. Kittle makes the catch. He has this down to the 34. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Purdy looking to throw. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here comes Hall. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Taylor makes the catch. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. You set it down, score him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. Gets him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has some room to work. And he's got it in close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets now lead by 10. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. Left side secured by Ayuk. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Ayuk makes the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards, and a successful conversion on 4th. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
That's another 49er 1st down.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Has it in close. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw again, it's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Jets take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
I'm not lying.
Running this with home. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They're going play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, come on.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This one's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Here we go. Set. Steady.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's go.
He's going to throw it again. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
This is Hall. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets push their lead to 18.
49ers 10.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Washington now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Pretty throwing here on 1st. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun is Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. To the line and sent. Here we go, 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Take it in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll get it up to the 44. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To the air again. Purdy. Finding Pearsall. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
5-yard gain on the play. And the 49er.
Purdy on 1st down. Catch made. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
A gain of 6. That's another 49er.
Purdy on the play action. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
21 yards. That's another 49er first down.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Now it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Rolling left, buying some time. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Working quickly here.
And the 49er first down.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Purdy to throw it. Intercepted in the end zone. The rookie out of UCLA has it. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start to drive it home. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So the win goes to the Jets. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Here we go, here we go. 60 bison, 60 bison. Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, ready. Let's go. Cougar 19. Down. 7, ready. Let's go now. Ready. Ready. Set. Let go. Set. Ready, ready, go. Here we go. Ready. Set it. Set. Ready. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Come on, set. Ready. Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go. Down. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Go. Here we go, set. Set. Ready. Ready. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Set. Set. Ready. Ready, ready, let's go. Set it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go, here we go, go! Come on, set! Ready? Let's go! Let's go now. Cougar 19. Hut, hut. Here we go. Shot. 70 Lion. Ready? 70. Hawk 70. Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go. Here we go, here we go. Viking 18, go. Down. 60 by.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of BYU.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. So taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 13 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Ready. Ready, team.
In motion, Hill. Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
10 at the 48-yard line.
44. Ready.
On first down, back to Achane. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll try and do this himself. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
It's 4th down.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A tackle by Quincy Williams. The Jets at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Let's go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Overstreet. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks.